Hey girl, hey! So, it's Friday. I actually had the day off, and like I said in my last vlog, I would hopefully get a chance to film a tutorial and or put up the tutorial I did for one of the looks from the music video that I'm working on presently. And I don't want to give you guys false hope and be like, oh, it'll be out next week. It hasn't even been completely filmed yet, so. But in any event, even if it never sees the light of day, which I really hope it does, but in case it doesn't, at least we have a look for a smoky eye. Anywho, yeah, so as you can tell, or at least readily assume, I did not do a makeup tutorial today. I don't know, I just wasn't in the mood. Like, this morning I was, when I woke up and I was getting things done, I was like, okay, I'm getting my hair cut, gotta run some errands, and then I'll make a tutorial, because I'm having a few guests over to play board games tonight. I'm all about some board game nights. And, I don't know, I'm just completely exhausted, so I decided to be more of a boy today. And I'm kind of irritated because I've tied this tie 3 times and it's still, like, triangular. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the other way. And I can't watch what I do and tell me what I'm doing wrong. Okay. If you could make a response video to this one, that would be amazing, to show me how to properly center off your tie. Okay, so this is what I do. I have the thicker end to my right, and here's the smaller end clearly on my left, okay? Now, I was taught to keep this really close up, and what you do is you cross the big part over the smaller, and then you pull the larger piece through. Have it off to the right, pull it around the little, creating a triangle, then flip it over one more time, under and through the triangle that you just created. Now you see, every time I do that, it's just not as, it's so frustrating, y'all. I just don't get it. I don't know, maybe, I'm sure there are other tips and stuff. And then I don't know what it is, but it feels like, okay, well this one feels a little longer. But it feels like my ties normally are really, really short. They're not as long as the ones that I see a lot of people wear. Okay, now it's gonna drive me bozo. And I don't know if there's like a certain tie length or if they're all pretty much the standard size, or maybe I just need to learn to tie it differently. I don't know, but what's the purpose of having this back here if this isn't going to go through it? I just don't get what's up with the ties that I do. So explain it to me. That would be fantastic. Thank you. What else is going on? I thought I lost my checkbook, and I was really, really worried. I went to go get my hair cut, and I didn't have any checks with me. Well, then I found this. And it has Diddy's handwriting on it. It says Matt. That's me. Anyway, so I looked inside and I was like, oh, okay, I've got checks in here. That's fine. I can worry about it later. So after my friend Cece, hey Cecilia, hey, gave me a haircut, when I went in to go pay her, I was like, oh, this is a transaction register. This is not a check. So I was like, girl, I'm going to have to wash some dishes or something so I can pay back because I don't have anything on me. Then I found these checks. I was cleaning my house just a little bit because I'm having people over. And I see an express bag with my new jeans in it that I'm wearing right now. And I was like, oh, I need to wash those. So, when I went into the bag to get the jeans out, lo and behold, there was my checkbook. Because I forgot that I brought that with me to pay my Belk bill off. And Belk is in the same mall where Express is here. So, needless to say, I flipped out for no apparent reason. Now, I am flipping out because my PC, the old piece of caca that I had, that's what PC stands for me. Now it won't work. Like the monitor, like I turn it on and then it goes, like, you know how it's like a green light and it turns yellow if it's been inactive? Well, now it just does that. So I don't think that it's completely been shot. I think maybe the monitor is gone or something like that. I don't understand why. I do a lot of commuting back and forth for my job and everything, my friend Jonathan, luckily, has a place that I can stay in. He rents it, but he doesn't ever go there. So I'm like, well, I'll make it worth your while. Oh, hey, Moo! You want to say hi to everybody? You're no bashful tonight? That's a lie. That's a damn lie. Yes, it is, Moo. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to these people. Say hello. Say hello and go away and lay down. Moo. Moo. Fan. Moo. Moo, moo. Moo, so many people know who you are. The least you can do is say hello. Moo has a fan base. I forgot what I was talking about before, but I digress. Moo has a fan base that I don't even want to know about. So many people who watch my vlogs that I interact with on a regular basis, and some people who just see me and recognize me from doing YouTube and stuff like that, know about my cat, and that's pretty amazing. So, I'll give you... Whoa! I have no idea what just happened. That freaked me out. I was going to tell you a little bit about Moo since she was in here, but apparently she doesn't want to know what I have to say about her. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you. Jamie, my roommate, i.e. Anastasia from previous vlogs, she got Nevaeh for me. I had a cat before, the first cat I ever had, because I thought I was always a dog person. Well, in high school, I found this cute little kitty that was right outside of my door when I came home from work one night. It was freezing cold, and I asked Diddy if I could keep the cat, and he was like, "Ah, no!" And I was like, "Please, it's so cute and little, and it'll die." He was like, "Ah, you're just like your mother. She'd always bring in reptiles and dogs and cats, and pretty soon we were a, well, F-word, zoo." And I was like, "I promise we won't be a F-word zoo." So, anyway, he let me keep the cat. I named it Kittykins. Don't ask me why. Well, Kittykins was blind in one eye, and we took it to the vet, and it was starting to go blind in the other eye. And it was really, really, really small, and I felt so bad for it. Well, I would be at school all day, and then I'd come home and feed it, pet it, play with it, and whatever would have you. I would go to sleep at night, and Kittykins would sleep with me. Well, unfortunately, and she's back. One night, unfortunately, I rolled over Kittykins and smothered her, and I was completely distraught and devastated over that. I mean, I have never been so upset over the loss of an animal before, especially one that I didn't even have for that long. I remember waking up and calling two of my friends that day. It was a late day at our school. On certain Wednesdays, we could come in an hour later. I can't remember what the purpose of that was for, but anyway. So I called two of my friends. They came over and they watched me like have this meltdown crisis. And this is awful. I took a crucifix and I threw it across the room, and it hit the ceiling and it broke Jesus's arm. And I was so mad at that time that I didn't even care. I went into my bathroom and started throwing things. I don't know why. I was just freaking out over the loss of this pet. That's a bad story. I probably shouldn't have shared that with you. But, so, after all that, my friends were talking behind my back about getting me a cat to replace Kittykins. Well, Jamie and her mother went to the vet one day and got her. Her original name was Baby Girl. No. So I said that because she came into my life and it was like sent from heaven, I wanted to do some sort of like heavenly name, biblical name almost, especially since I broke Jesus's arm and I felt kind of bad about that. So I did a little research, and although it's not in the Bible, if you take heaven and flip it backwards, you get Nevaeh. That's how you get her. But we call her Moo for short because her full name is Nevaeh Josephina La Cienega. And that's a little too long to say when I'm mad at her. So, anyway. Well, Jamie and her boyfriend are home, so I'm going to stop vlogging. You guys have a wonderful night, and be looking forward to a new makeup tutorial. part 1 didn't upload because it was too long for YouTube. Part 2 is up, but I had to private it until I get part 1 up because it won't make any sense. Okay, toodles!